is the power that anybody needed. When you know how the power of God operates, you will understand that the power of God is the power that you need in all you do. But when you begin to look down on the power, which is the power that always makes it to be, because power is something you cannot see, but it comes and it works. So when someone is telling you about the power of God, is telling you what God would do. The power of God is something that you cannot handle it by yourself, but God handle the power, which is the power that anyone that want to do something that is extraordinary, only God can send that power to that person. If you are doing things and when the power come upon you, the power will give you the strength and the energy in a spiritual way that you will be doing things. It look strange in the eyes of people. So when power of God is the thing controlling the life you are living, controlling what you are doing, or you begin to see that the power of God is the power that can be able to do extraordinary thing in life. So people that always understand something about the way things of God look never underrate the power of God. Someone can be able to tell you his power, what and how he may use the power he have. But when you allow the power of God to be the one leading you, the power of God will guide you. The power of God will strengthen you. The power of God will even empower you. This is the greatest power that I believe that you needed when you are asking something in the hand of God, that God will send his power, and his power will dwell in work in your life, and the power of God will always makes you to feel that things of God is possible, even when the eyes of people around, or when you do it, they feel that those things may be looking impossible, but the power of God will strengthen you, the power of God will empower you, and the power of God will move you. And the power of God is the power that can make things that look impossible to become possible. So whatever you do and however you do, begin to allow that spirit, which is the spirit of God, that carry the power of God, let it become the power that is working inside of you. Those that always get the power of God will testify how God works. It's not a power you just make it to be the way you want it to come upon you. It's the power that moves as God leaded you to do something in the name, not in your name, but in the name of God. You do something not in your name, but in the name of God. That God wants to manifest himself in the situation, in that thing, in that way that people look that it's impossible, that God wants to manifest himself. And as God wants to manifest himself, his manifestation will take place in that place. That which means people will begin to recognize how God is and how good God is in your life. So God is working unworkable in anyone that believe in him. Thing that they say is unworkable, that no one can work it, that is what God is working. So this is why you need God in all you do, by allow the spirit that control the power of God to walk inside of you, to do things that makes the name of God to be glorified. Begin to allow the spirit of God to have his way. The power of God will have his way. But whereby you want to make the work of God look like if you are not, the work will not go. God doesn't take any excuse if He wants to demonstrate his power in our life. God doesn't take excuse. This is why God became God. So begin to allow the Spirit and the power of God to dominate your life. The freedom that no one can give will accomplish in your life.